So we're pretty much at the end of the learning for this DCAT on computer security. We now just need to organise everything that we've written so far so that when we come back to it later in the year, it's not just in lots of different documents and hard to sort of find what we need. So we've got to think about how we organise these things. Obviously, we'd be thinking about achieve merit and excellence, and you can look at this, the assessment schedule, which is linked here, which is the somewhere in here, assessment schedule 2021. And this gives you some clues about how achieve merit and excellence would work. Definitely worth reading, looking at these discuss questions here and thinking about how you might put some discuss into that, and then thinking about human factors, future-proofing maybe down here. You know, how have we as a school future-proofed our network so that we seem to get less challenges than we might do. So yeah, definitely read through this, but I think in terms of organising ourselves, I'm going to go with the A, B, C, D that we've got in the exam paper, because I expect that to be the same next year. So the A is just kind of setting the scene. You know, it's sort of basic describe questions. So I don't want you to be answering these questions necessarily when you do it in section A here, but you do need to be sort of summarising your knowledge that would fit under section A of just describing stuff. I do expect these questions to change. I wouldn't be surprised if they have some, maybe one or two of these exact topics. You know, but the kind of thing I might expect is it won't have a question specifically about firewalls. It could be about something else that we would have talked about. So this is kind of explaining in a bit more detail. So it's kind of achieved merit boundary. So you'd pull together the stuff which is explaining things a bit more. And this one is again kind of that merit excellence kind of thing, talking about human factors and future proofing. So yeah, very much merit. And then the D would be the excellent stuff where you're discussing things. And again, I'd expect these questions to change, but I do think that your understanding and your writing, it should be pretty obvious what is the discuss stuff. So you're going to go into every single document that you've created, that you've had in an assignment so far over these last 3.5, 4 weeks, and you're going to take what you've written and you're going to paste under A, B, C or D, and some of it you might paste one bit into say A and one bit into B. You're going to have to take out any repetition, and then you're going to have to make it actually readable and flow, so when you come back to it, it's not just a hideous mess. And you can also do a bit of redrafting at the same point. You know, if you've got horrible run-on sentences or ridiculously long paragraphs that need to split up into multiple paragraphs, or any of that typical redrafting stuff, perhaps the grammar's all wrong, that will be something that you can be addressing right now. So the goal is when you come back later in the year, you've got a nice comprehensive, readable summary of everything that we've done over these last few weeks, which will then be a good starting point for just refreshing our knowledge and being ready for the DCAT.